In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. His creation culminated in a paradise known as the Garden of Eden. This garden overflowed with lush greenery, sparkling rivers, and an abundance of delicious fruits. God placed Adam, the first man, in this paradise. He tasked Adam with tending to the garden and enjoying its bounty. But God saw that Adam was alone. So, from Adam's rib, God created Eve, a companion and helper. Together they lived in perfect harmony with God and his creation. This paradise wasn't just a beautiful garden, it was a sanctuary. It was a place of innocence and purity. Adam and Eve lived free from shame and sin. They walked with God in the cool of the day, their hearts full of love and gratitude for the life they had been given. Life was simple, pure and good. But within the heart of this paradise, a seed of temptation lay dormant. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil stood tall and alluring. God commanded Adam and Eve not to eat from this tree, for in the day they ate, they would surely die. This tree, a symbol of forbidden knowledge, held the potential to disrupt the perfect balance of Eden. Despite the abundance surrounding them, the serpent, cunning and deceitful, set his sights on the forbidden fruit. He saw an opportunity to disrupt God's plan and corrupt his creation. The fate of humanity hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of obedience and temptation. The stage was set for a drama that would change the course of history forever. The serpent, more subtle than any beast, approached Eve. His voice, a silken whisper, questioned God's command. "Yea, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree?" he hissed. Eve responded, "We may eat of the fruit of the trees, but of the fruit of the tree in the midst of the garden God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it." The serpent contradicted God's words. "Ye shall not surely die," he promised. "For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened." The serpent's words promised knowledge and power. The forbidden fruit now seemed irresistible. Eve, captivated, gazed upon the tree with longing. The fruit appeared beautiful and desirable. She reached out and plucked the fruit. In that act, Eve succumbed to temptation. The Garden of Eden now bore the weight of sin's shadow. Eve took a bite of the fruit, its juices a mixture of sweet and strange on her tongue. Immediately a sense of clarity washed over her, a newfound awareness that felt both exhilarating and terrifying. She had tasted knowledge, tasted power, tasted the forbidden, yet a seed of unease began to sprout in her heart. Eager to share this newfound knowledge, Eve approached Adam. He looked upon her, his brow furrowed with concern, sensing a change within her. Eve, her eyes bright with a mixture of excitement and trepidation, offered Adam the fruit. "Take, eat," she urged, her voice trembling with a mix of conviction and fear. "This fruit will open your eyes, and we shall be like God." Adam, faced with a choice between obedience to God and loyalty to his wife, hesitated. He knew the consequences of eating from the forbidden tree. Yet the sight of Eve, her eyes sparkling with newfound knowledge, and the allure of the fruit proved too strong to resist. He took the fruit from her hand, its weight heavy with consequence. As Adam sunk his teeth into the forbidden fruit, a sense of shame washed over him, followed by a terrifying realization. They had disobeyed God. Their actions had shattered the tranquility of Eden, the consequences of their choice rippling outward like a stone cast into a still pond. Paradise, once a place of perfect harmony, now echoed with the sound of broken trust. The world shifted. Where once there had been light, shadows seemed to lengthen. The whisper of the wind through the trees, which had once been a song of peace, now sounded like a lament. The animals, once unafraid, scattered at their approach. The most immediate and profound change was within Adam and Eve themselves. Their eyes were opened, but not in the way the serpent had promised. They saw their nakedness, and shame washed over them. Where they had once walked freely and without self-consciousness, they now felt vulnerable and exposed. They hurriedly fashioned coverings for themselves from fig leaves, a physical manifestation of their newfound shame and separation from God. Their relationship, once one of pure love and trust, became tainted by fear and blame. When God called out to them in the cool of the evening, their hearts pounded with fear. They hid among the trees, their voices trembling as they admitted their disobedience. They had tasted the forbidden fruit, and the knowledge of good and evil sat heavy in their stomachs, a bitter reminder of their transgression. The harmony of Eden was shattered. The consequences of their sin had cast a long shadow, forever altering the course of human history. The world, once a perfect paradise, now bore the weight of their disobedience.